Yeah, my turn to relay a tragic ballad to you guys. Really? It's, I'm going to sing a song about a fella who had a real bad time. And it happened while he was at work. And he had such a bad time he couldn't go to work the next day. So he must have gone to a good school, because he was very considerate to his employer and wrote a letter to him explaining why he wasn't at school. I mean, why he wasn't at work the next day. And the letter he wrote takes the form of a song. Or maybe it's the song takes the form of a letter, I'm not sure. It's one of those chicken and the egg situations. Anyhow, I learned this letter, or song, from a guy called Seamus Cray, from a place down in the southwest of Ireland, a den of iniquity known as Sherkin Island. Anyhow, thanks to Seamus for the song, and here it is. Dear boss, I write this note to you to tell you of my plight, and at the time of writing I am not a pretty sight. My body is all black and blue, my face a deadly grey, and I hope you'll understand why Paddy's not at work today. I was working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear, and throwing them down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he being an awful sod, and he said I'd have to take them down the ladder in my hod. Well, clearing all these bricks by hand, it was so awful slow, so I hoisted up a barrel and secured a rope below. But in my haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full of building bricks was heavier than me. So I came down and cut the rope, and the barrel fell like lead, and clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. I shot up like a rocket, and to my surprise I found that halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. Well, the barrel struck my shoulder as to the ground it sped, and when I reached the top, I struck the pulley with my head. I still hung on, though numbed and shocked from this almighty blow, while the barrel spilled out half the bricks 14 floors below. Now, when these bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel and I started down once more. Still clinging tightly to the rope, I headed for the ground and fell upon the building bricks that were all scattered round. While I lay there moaning on the ground, I thought I'd passed the worst, when the barrel struck the pulley and then the bottom burst. A shower of bricks fell down on me, I hadn't got a hope, and as I was losing consciousness, I let go of the bloody rope. Well, the barrel then being heavier, it started down once more, and landed right across me as I lay there on the floor. It broke some ribs and my left arm, and I can only say that I hope you'll understand why Paddy's not at work today. Again. As a child,